How's it going, guys? I'm Lonny Eagleton. I play guitar for Andy Black, and you're here watching Loudwire. The first rock music that I heard that inspired me to play guitar was when I heard AC/DC for the first time. I remember being on a drive with my dad, and he put on the AC/DC live album, and I heard the Highway to Hell riff, and that was just it for me. Something like this. Yeah, so I heard that, my mind was just blown, and right then I knew I wanted to play guitar. So I asked for a guitar for Christmas that year, was lucky enough to get a cheap one, and ever since then, that's just been what I've done. First guitar was a Squier Strat, and it was actually a hand-me-down from my older stepbrother, and I still own it to this day. It's a 96, I think, and funny enough, I've actually scratched off the Squier sticker and put a Fender stick on it, and upgraded the pickups, upgraded all the electronics, so it's actually a nice guitar now, but still my first guitar. Yeah, so AC/DC was the first band for me. I love learning Back in Black, Thunderstruck, you know, all that stuff. And then from there, I progressed to learning riffs from bands like Led Zeppelin. A big one for me was Heartbreaker. I remember being on a boat one time and hearing that for the first time, and it was just like the best thing ever. Let's see, another band I really liked, Guns N' Roses, which got the shirt on, you might be able to see that. Yeah, so all these riffs, they just really spoke to me, and I found it so cool when I started playing that I could create the sounds that I'd heard on the radio or that I'd heard on CDs, and be able to make the riffs myself out of thin air and not have to hit play on the stereo to hear it. So I really like that. So my number one guitarist was always Jimmy Page from the band Led Zeppelin, and to this day he still is too. I just loved the imagery of that band. How they had such a vast array of styles, anywhere from acoustic music all the way to hard rock electric stuff, anywhere in between. I love the versatility. And yeah, Jimmy Page just being the producer behind all the records, one of the main songwriters, great guitarist. He's always been my favorite. I've been playing PRS for a few years now, and for me, they're just the ultimate guitar. I remember being in music stores when I was a kid, and I was always just drawn to them because, quite frankly, they look better than any other guitar. You know, the tops are just so wonderful. The bird inlays, you can't beat that. Also, my last name is Eagleton, so I felt the bird inlays made a lot of sense. The whammy bars are just so smooth, you know. You can't do that on a Les Paul or a Telly or whatever it may be. The best thing you can do is really to just make sure you're playing every single day. Even if it's just 5 or 10 minutes a day, that's infinitely better than playing an hour one day and then leaving it for a week and not playing the rest of the week. Because otherwise you start backsliding. But if you play a little bit every single day, even if it's just a few minutes, I guarantee you're going to improve. That's really the big secret. Playing with Andy, literally all the songs, I gotta say. I've actually been a fan of his before I started playing with him, so I've heard all the songs like hundreds of times, and then to be playing them live is just such a great honor, and something I don't take lightly. But yeah, probably one of the coolest riffs is We Don't Have to Dance. There's a thing, the song starts like this. So that's always fun, dial in the delay. And he also lets me shred a lot too, so I get to do fun stuff like this. Shreddy stuff like that, never fails to disappoint the crowd.